Hello and welcome to the channel.
Welcome.
It is a beautiful July 6th today, and we are going to discuss rise and shine.
Rise and shine, okay.
Okay. And this is what, after like 2 weeks of not getting up with my alarm? Like me just like...
Yes, but your alarm goes off at 5.
Well, yeah, but then it's not like I just... This last week I was really bad.
You were snoozing it till like 7 or something. Yeah.
I was like, I just want this extra snooze. Like, I'll figure out how to exercise later on in the day. And I mean, it is a better day. It is a better day when I wake up with my alarm and I go through my things and I say, it's time to exercise. It's time to meditate. It's time to do my yoga business work.
Cold shower.
Oh, start with the flash freeze, then go to exercise. Well, start with the flash freeze, then hop back into bed with you, give you all my coldness, and you give me all your warmth. And then exercise, and then meditate, and then yoga business work, and then go to my day job. And then afterwards, it's like, still have good energy. Let's go for a hike. Let's go to the beach. Like, that's a good day. And it has not been like that for the last few weeks.
But we've had, yeah, some things have shifted for sure, especially the morning routine stuff. But we're you know, yeah, it's ebbs and flows, you know. We just need to make sure it doesn't ebbs into the we're never doing it type of a thing, right? Or we're always doing something that is not good for us, yeah.
AKA, like, there needs to be a shift. Like now, like
yes.
Tomorrow morning, now that I'm reading this.
Excellent. So this is, you're saying you know all this information, you know what you want to be doing, and you know that you have not been doing it, and so now the next thing to know is essentially nothing about it except go do it now or something, right? Like the action is calling of let's go back to that good cycle that we created back there.
Yeah, there's already like some momentum in the new cycle that's fueled by just like momentary pleasure of like, oh, but it feels so cozy, or like whatever it is. And that I need to break that and just start moving in the other direction, not feeling motivated, not waiting to feel motivated, but moving in the other direction. Yeah. And then motivation will come as a result of getting some wins under my belt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and don't be harsh on yourself if, for example, you feel tired tomorrow morning and you're like, I actually do want to get another hour of sleep, right? Because that is more important than just walking around like tired, like a zombie, you know what I mean? So it's the going into bed early, but if for some reason that doesn't happen, okay, you know, don't be harsh on yourself. I
think it's more like make space every day to make a fresh choice based on the situation that has presented itself in the moment. Yeah. So I can't like make a decision about something.
Yeah.
But I can also be really clear about the type of person that I'm trying to become. And then I know that in order to be that person, like that person looks like that morning is every morning. That's like 100% of my mornings. There should be, unless 100%. I'm not going to bed at the right time the night before.
That's like having that discipline, that discipline, that routine, and 100%. Yeah. That is the way to go. And I was just saying, if for some reason it doesn't happen, don't treat yourself like an asshole, right? Because it didn't happen, right? Like, okay, we'll go back, like positively taking the negative things positively somehow, you know, or calmly, if you will, you know. Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, let's see what Marcus Aurelius is going to talk about today. He says, on those mornings you struggle with getting up, keep this thought in mind. I am awakening to the work of a human being. Why then am I annoyed that I am going to do what I'm made for, the very things for which I was put into this world? Or was I made for this, to snuggle under the covers and keep warm? It's so pleasurable. Were you then made for pleasure? In short, to be coddled or to exert yourself?
Yeah, that reminds me of my uncle, Oli. He was waking up, or he had this routine. I don't know if he still has it. He probably does, knowing him. But like, there is this like routine of him, like when I open my eyes, I get out of the bed.
Right.
Right. Like it's like I might sleep longer than I wanted to, right, or something. But nevertheless, I'm not staying in there for additional snoozes type of a thing, you know. And like I've always, when I heard that as a kid, I was always super impressed by it. I was like, man, that's hard. Like that's hard to do. Like that's why they were actually talking about him, because it's a hard thing to do for almost everyone. And so like it takes this discipline of like, well, what do I do? Well, I know what I will do tomorrow morning. When I open my eyes, that's the time I'm going to get up and start my day or something. You know, like yes, you can think of, because it reminded me of, you were saying like, oh, I can't say what I will do in the future, but you can say, but I want to live. I want to be this type of a person, like you said, right? Like I want to be this type of a person who lives through these values, and this is what's important to me. Therefore, I am doing that, even though it's hard and uncomfortable. Let's say, you know. Yeah, excellent. Do you feel bad that you kind of didn't do that in the past couple of weeks?
I don't think I feel bad about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I feel like as energized or as like...
You see that the benefits of what that bringing is, they're diminishing now.
Yeah, or like it's been a while since I've met. So every day I've been managing to exercise. Like that's critically important. But meditation, if I don't get it in the morning, I just
don't do it. Yeah.
And it's not like I try to like live mindfully and like be aware of things as I'm doing them. So I suppose there's a little bit of benefit in that. But I don't sit down and close my eyes and do nothing except that. And so I can see that maybe there's like some lack of clarity of my thinking that has occurred because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
But no, I don't think that I feel bad about it. I think I'm okay. I think I'm just like eager to get it going again.
Yeah.
And this is good, a good reminder.
This is a good reminder of like, hey, let's hop on the bandwagon again, or off the bandwagon.
I don't know. Yeah.
But the other thing,
whatever.
The other thing that is the good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Ryan. It's comforting to think that even 2,000 years ago, the Emperor of Rome, who was reportedly a bit of an insomniac, was giving himself a pep talk in order to summon up the willpower to throw the blankets off each morning and get out of bed. From the time we're first sent off to school until we retire, we're faced with that same struggle. It'd be nicer to shut our eyes and hit the snooze button a few more times, but we can't, because we have a job to do. Not only do we have the calling we've dedicated ourselves to, but we have the larger cause the Stoics speak about, the greater good. We cannot be of service to ourselves, to other people, or to the world unless we get up and get working. The earlier, the better. So come on, get in the shower, have your coffee, and get going.
Yeah, great reminder to... You know, for some people, this might be like a new thing. Like, oh my God, like, I'm not, you know, I don't do that stuff, you know, like, how do I do that, right? Yeah. And I like there's something about like when I was talking to my friend Rachel, she was saying about like she was talking about like getting up in the morning with the kids and all of this stuff, right? And we were like tracing it back, and we're like, well, it starts with the night before, like that's where it actually starts, right? Because like the reason we're hitting the snooze so much is because we actually need more sleep, right? And there's something inside of us is like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I want to stay here for another. So there's this negotiation in the morning, right? But if we actually got these 8 hours right in, then there is no negotiation. We feel already rested to, okay, well, I don't want to be here anymore, let's go. Like it's just this, there's no more negotiation when you go to bed early and you actually get those 8 hours. Issues are we watching TV till 11, then you're not even falling asleep.
We're drinking
till
alcohol until we go to bed.
Coffee in the afternoon. You have all this caffeine inside of your system still.
We're eating more, within the 2-hour window before bed.
All of that. A lot of light viewing through this TV and stuff. So we're like the light is trying to keep us awake actually, right? And so shifting a little bit of those things will then result in this morning feeling like, oh yeah, I feel energized and ready to kind of go.
Well, and it's interesting because like if I'm staying up late the night before kind of drinking, it's more of like this indulging activities that's like very they're almost like selfish. Like yeah. I'm not me doing this.
Enjoy life. So,
me doing this doesn't help anybody else.
Yeah.
But now if I cut that stuff out, and I'm able to wake up earlier and get in things like a workout or a meditation or a shower or just like or just being able to take my coffee outside and go for a little walk.
Yeah, or just
take a deep breath in the morning without feeling like I need to immediately attend to my inbox or something else that's going on. That is me putting myself in the way of being of service to this whole story that I'm a part of. Yeah. And that actually feels better. It feels like that's like actually more of what I want to be doing. And the nighttime stuff, I don't need it then. Like I don't need the booze or the Netflix or whatever it is at night because my day is fulfilling. I only need that at night when my day feels like out of control and like I'm not cool with it and I don't like how I spent my time. And
so those are these cycles that you're talking about, right? Like they're cycles, they're good cycles and they're bad cycles. And so now the question is like, well, how do I break the bad cycle? And that was kind of the conversation there with Rachel that like, well, it does start in that evening. That's where the negotiation has to happen. Like this is if I stay up till midnight, this is going to affect my day tomorrow, right? Even if I stay up like past 10, this is gonna have some effect, right? Because my alarm goes out at 6. So if it's at 6, then how am I getting my 8 hours? Now I want to sleep there till 7 because I watched the.
And this is why like sometimes at night you're like, well, where are you going? And I'm like, it's 8:30. I'm going to power down. I'm going to read a book. I'm gonna wash my face and take some time doing that. I'm gonna then
you have even more of evening routines. My evening routines is like playing guitar and just being more in here, and doing those kind of things. So you have the reading and then just kind of like calming down and by.
If we had a bathtub, if we had a bathtub, I would probably be like taking a bath before bed too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like showers before bed are nice.
Yeah, hot shower or something,
Okay, so it is about getting the evening in check. There's no use in talking about getting my morning in check unless I'm going to do my evening.
Yep, that's the point. Yeah, it starts in the evening. Even though we're complaining about how do I get this morning thing going? By going into bed sooner.
All right. Thank you for joining, and we will see you here tomorrow.